What's going on today, people? This your boy Tune, this Y.B.E.T.V. Today, I got a question from my man Sean Williams about high mileage engines. This is a pretty dope question. I read this one and it's pretty cool. I'm definitely excited to dive into this one. Okay, today let's go into paying some bills. Go to YBETV.org, go down to Ask Tune, and you can ask me all types of questions, and we will definitely get back to you as soon as possible. And go to YBETV.org/shop, where you can pick up the business marketing course, the business credit course, where we'll show you how to structure your business, how to get business credit without using your social security number, how to set your business up. We got t-shirts where you could get your company logos on t-shirts. We got so many great things for your business. If you go check it out, and it's priced ridiculously low. $49.99 for a business credit course that's going to show you how to structure and get business credit without using your social. It's a steal. Last but not least, go to YBETransportation.com, where you can fill out an application to drive for a company that is consistently growing and consistently trying its best to be better for the driver. Go to YBETransportation.com and fill out an application. All right, this one is from Sean Williams. It says, "What's up, Tone? What's up? I heard your last video where freight liners with Detroit diesel engines was good around 1.2 million miles before it needs to be rebuilt. Well, I bought one that looks like it was very well taken care of and runs great, but it has 1.6 million miles on it. It's my first truck, so do you have any tips on what I can do to maintain it, and if I stack up until I can stack up enough to rebuild?" All right, number one, when you bought this truck, you should have got an oil sample. I am one of the guys that lives by the oil sample, and, cross fingers. You get your oil sample, you could get your dyno done, you can get your inspection done, you get all your things done. Just do your preventative maintenance. Make sure that, I don't know what year it is, so if you want to keep it until you can stack up enough money, I would definitely, it's like, okay, I got so many thoughts on this, and I don't write down, so I go right off the top of my head. Number one, what I would do is, if you haven't gotten an oil sample, I would get an oil sample. See where you stand at. And they're going to be able to tell you where it's at. They say, hey, well, these levels are kind of high. Watch this and watch. And then the next thing is that you could do, after you get your oil sample, make sure you're doing your oil changes in shorter intervals. Like, let's just say with the Detroit Diesel Series 60. A lot of those, you're supposed to change them at about 20,000 miles. I do mine at 15,000. 15,000 miles, hey, change it up. Time to do the oil change. So you get it every 15,000 miles. A lot of the way, that helps out a lot of the way. 15,000 miles. The next thing that you need to do is, you need to start finding somewhere that's specialized in engine rebuilds. A lot of them with these older trucks like the one you got, a lot of them will rebuild these engines and give you an engine transmission combination. I actually know a place. Let me see. I've heard mixed reviews about them. Some places I read, and it was I could tell you about this. Some places that I read about, some of them said that, like, they didn't. Some people I read, they said they didn't really like, the work that they done. But some people that I heard about, that's the only place that they use. I ran into a driver. He went there, and he gets his engine and his trans rebuilt there all the time. So, it could be yay or nay. But this is what I got. It's called TTP, Tyler Perry Diesel. So TTP Diesel. To rebuild a Detroit Series 60 motor, they want $13,000 for a full rebuild, not an end frame. They will rebuild your motor for you. Trans 4K. Matter of fact, from what I understand, what they do, they process is, they take your full motor out of your truck, take it, set it to the side. They take a rebuilt motor that they already checked out, machine down, and they put another rebuilt motor in yours, hook everything up, send you on your way. For a transmission, it's $4,000. They give you 1 year warranty on parts and labor, which is pretty good. That's normal. That's pretty normal. And it's pretty much like, honestly, man, this TTP diesel is a pretty, from my understanding, I'm not 100% sure, but they pretty reasonable on price. So I would say find you somewhere that'll rebuild the motor, or just call around and see what your number is, so you can know what the magic number is that you want to hit, and just shorter interviews on the oil change. Just run your tests, run your dynos, run your oil, get your oil sample done, and just keep going down the road and take good care of it. And I'm telling you, if you have 1.6 million miles, man, by the time you do another 100,000 miles on that thing, you should have the money. Before you do that, you should have the money. And last but not least, that's what I was trying to get back to. Make sure you signed on with the right company, or if you got your authority, make sure that you got your authority, or you signed on with the right. Do not go to no company where you're gonna be running through mountains for 90 cents per mile. Like CR Inc. pay 90 cents per mile plus the fuel surcharge, so you're gonna be getting what, $1.15 a mile? $1.15 a mile, and they getting $2-3 a mile on these loads. They taking all the meat off the bone. So you got to make sure you go to a company. If you signed on, go get you a company that's paying percentage, that's gonna pay you well. You should be making $2,500, $3,500, $4,000, $4,200, $4,300 in a week. If you're gonna be running, if you're gonna be out there running that truck hard, make sure you're making the money to put to the side. Cause if you could live off $1,000 a week until you get to that magic number, you can put up $2,000 in a week, 2,500, $3,000 in a week when you do a good week, and you will have that money for you can rebuild that engine in no time. And another thing is, at 1.6 million miles on a Freightliner, that engine might have been rebuilt already. So you need to check, did you get the maintenance history? You need to check into that and see what's to it. Because 1.6, the engines, all right, this last thing I'm going to say, the engines that I hear do 1.6 is normally them Volvo D, what is it? Is it D? I forgot the ones, but it's a Volvo engine. Not D16, is it D15? I forget, dang, I forgot what the Volvo engine, D12? I don't know. I forget which one it is, but that is one of the Volvo engines that they say is one of the best engines made, man, and this normally gets 1.6, 1.7 million miles. Freightliners, like a Series 60 Freightliner getting 1.6 is kind of like, I don't know. Like, I ain't heard of it too much, but, I'm not a diesel mechanic, so I'm not saying it's not possible either, but my normal, from what people tell me, normally is about 1.2 million miles. So they might have had like a little in-frame done in the midst. So, check that out. Check into that. Get your maintenance records if you can. And do what you can, man. It's your boy Tunchi signing off. And I hope I answered your question. If you don't want to end up in a box, think outside of it. YB.